winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week. Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
14 on the pickup. First down, Chicago.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
First and 10. Back to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Slot man in motion left. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now faking the give. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Hill. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? He'll drop to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels to the right. That's Pitts.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's... Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Receiver in motion. Going right. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play. And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Ravens 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts, and it's going to bring up a third down. Daniels going to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. 15 yards through the air. First down, Chicago.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Chicago.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Second down and 8.
At the Ravens 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion, headed left. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. A pickup there of 13. First down, Chicago.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Not much. Second and long coming up. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hill brought in motion. They'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play there on the scramble. It's a gain of 34.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score. as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. That's the tight end, Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That one taken in by Mitchell. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. To the air now on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Pitts is the man in motion. Play action. Here's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Daniels. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Here's Daniel. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing again. Daniel. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Ravens get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. He's got his man Carter. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
We're all set to kick this one away. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card route. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Off-balance throw, it's complete. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Daniels. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. 3rd and 9. Throwing now, Daniels. Now he'll air one out. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now this team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And his guys move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The motion man here is Mitchell. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Daniels now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's a toss, right side.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
Up the middle they go. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Our home team 21, visitors 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. His drive will start on the ground. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Gotta have it 4th and 4. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jayden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On first down, Daniels. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. A throw on the move is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card route. Throwing again, Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. To the air again is Daniels. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Daniels going to throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the run is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Oh, a loose football. It is picked up by the defense. Inside the 40. To the 20. He rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.